Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Ships and Pucks News Pack for Friday, August the 12th. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at Ships and Pucks, Facebook.com Ships and Pucks, YouTube.com Ships and Pucks, Twitch.com Ships and Pucks. Subscribe wherever you get your audio, as well as on the Area 51 Sports Network. As it's been kind of a quiet day here for news. We're day 4 of the World Juniors. We've got Sweden leading Austria, playing Austria. They're leading 4-0. And then a little bit later, Latvia takes on Slovakia today. And then tomorrow we'll have USA and Austria at 11 o'clock Pacific, 12 o'clock Mountain. The Czechs will take on Canada. And then Switzerland will take on Germany on Saturday to continue there. And then just continue on to look at the weekend. Here we've got on Sunday, it'll be Slovakia and Finland, Latvia, Czech Republic, Sweden, the United States. Of course, Canada, they defeated Slovakia 11-1, led by Mason McTavish with 6 points. Brendan Othman had 3 points. Connor Bedard had a big game as well. Dylan Garand got the starting goal. So Canada, after a bit of a sleepy start, was able to get themselves back into a bit of a rhythm there with that 11-1 win. Yesterday, the USA, they were scoreless for a while with Switzerland, but they came away with a 7-1 victory. And then the game of the day yesterday, the first shootout, Finland beat the Czechs in a shootout 4-3. So that's what's going on in the World Juniors. As far as the standings go, Canada, of course, leading the way 2-0 in Group A. And, of course, the Czechs have now, with an OT loss, have 4 points. Finland has 4 points. Then it's Latvia and Slovakia. The U.S. leading the way in Group B, 2-0. Sweden should come away with another win here. If they're 2-0, they'll be tied at 6. Then Germany with 3 points. And then there's Austria and Switzerland. So that is the World Juniors right now. JT Miller was on a podcast here yesterday. Stirred up a little bit of some pots here. And of course he was on Dropping the Fights podcast. It's hosted by former enforcer John Scott and Tim W. And the big takeaway that everyone's talking about is about the contract extension. And of course, he's still far apart. He said he wants to stay in Vancouver, but understands how things don't work out. He says they have a lot of decisions to make on a lot of players. So far at this point, with the negotiations, we're not as close as we'd like to be. He said from day one, I want to be there, but that being said, it's not meant to be. I understand that too. Trust me, I'd like to have a deal done in Vancouver, and I want to be there. But at the same time, I have to respect everybody's vision, and if that doesn't line up, it is what it is. Stirred some people's pot here a little bit in Vancouver with his comments, but I don't think JT Miller is saying anything different than what management is saying. I don't think anybody's saying anything different. I feel like Jim Rutherford and crew are saying the same thing. They're trying to get a deal. If it doesn't work out, they need to move on. I think both sides are on the same page on that. They want to work something out. And if you're JT Miller and you see what Johnny Gaudreau got signed for, you see what Matthew Tkachuk got signed for, you just see what Jonathan Huberdeau got signed for, I think you have a right to look at an extension in an $8 million range. He comes off a 99-point year. He's versatile, can play the center and the wing. I think he has a right to ask for that. So we're still in the same boat as we were with JT Miller and the Vancouver Canucks. Nothing really moving there, but market's not there right now from the Vancouver's perspective. And, we've still got about four weeks or so to training camp. So lots can happen. Heck, you just saw what happened with the Flames. Matthew Tkachuk, long-term extension, that was done within a week. So things can change pretty quick here. So I wouldn't imagine that there's not. I don't think there should be a panic either way, but Twitter being Twitter, that's the way that is. Flames had a signing yesterday, today. He will probably be with the Calgary Wranglers, and his name is Josh Brook. It's a 1-year deal. Here, he's been invited on a professional tryout. Of course, there's other players as well here that have been uh, given some professional tryouts around the league. Cole Schneider, Andrew Hammond. But Josh Brook will get a look with the Flames and the Wranglers. He's a second-round selection in the 2017 draft of the Montreal Canadiens, and he right shot 4 seasons with the Warriors. He's been a World Junior. He played at the U17s. He played the U18s. Most of his time has been in the minors with the Laval Rocket with 106 games and the Toronto Riviera in the ECHL. And so they're just going to give him a look. We'll see what happens. Not a lot of pressure on Josh Brook. The Flames Wranglers are well deep. They just want to bring in some other players there as well. So Josh Brook invited for a professional tryout. The San Jose Sharks have added to their coaching staff, and that actually affects the Wranglers Flames organization as well, as they have brought in new staff here. Their new staff as they're filling out their staff, and that includes Thomas Spear, former goaltending coach with Stockton. He is the NHL goaltending coach. Scott Gordon and Ryan Warsofsky are the assistant coaches, and Nick Galdini will be the video coach. So they join the staff of the San Jose Sharks there, as, of course, David Quinn, of course, named the head coach. And Gordon is 59. He was the head coach of the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. And then he was also the interim coach in Philadelphia for a while. Gordon is also a former coach with the Leafs back from 11 to 14. And so that is there. And of course, Warsofsky was the head coach of the Chicago Wolves. He joins there. Spears, 35, former Stockton Heat coach, and Galdini. He was the Barracudas video coach, and he's been with the Sharks organization for 9 years, so he gets a promotion there. So, brief news back today. Not a lot going on, but just keeping you up to date. Of course, reminder, we had our Flames podcast with Ryan Pike. We did our In Hockey Canada interview with Ian Kennedy earlier this week. We'll be posting some clips on that on the weekend. And then we'll be back together on Monday. And of course, you can follow us all individually. Sean Beardy, Canucks 03. Devin Gordhouse 09, Tyler TNOBLE, Christian Schneids, SCHNAIDZ. I am KEVOLE, Shifts and Pucks, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Subscribe wherever you get your audio, as well as on the Area 51 Sports Network. Thanks everyone for listening, watching, and listening. We'll talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.